To BrokeN Boys, or welcome for the first time to BrokeN Boys. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't mean to play footsie with you.
Yeah, we're already doing it.
I'm Colin.
And I'm Mike.
And yeah, it's episode 71.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of numbers.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like 71 of them.
Yeah. How you doing?
Doing well. Only top tier humor on this podcast. I'm doing well. Not really too much happened this week. Just kind of a little more. Well, I guess I did a lot of like traveling back from home and here and going back home again after this. But you know, it's been all right. What can I talk about? I mean, I went home for the 4th, I can say. I went home. I like edited the pod on Friday, last Friday when we recorded, and then drove home at like midnight or so.
Jesus.
I kind of like it. I was also on a really bad sleep schedule at that point. It's gotten a little bit better. I think I mentioned that in the last pod, perhaps, but I was like going to bed at like 5 and waking up around 2. I didn't like that.
I don't know how you did that.
I was trying not to every night, but it was happening. Yeah, went home for 4th and other activities. Saw my friends for a few days, like a few different friends, few different days. Got brunch with a few of them. Then also did a little cookout at my house for like a couple people. Did like s'mores mostly. It's pretty good.
Quite a barbecue you got.
I know. Yeah. Barbecue s'mores. Deep fried.
Now, what do you do s'mores? How do you like the marshmallow?
I didn't do it this time around, but usually I just burn the shit out of it.
Yeah, I scorch that bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know
I'm
what
glad
it
we're
is.
on the same page there.
I love the carcinogens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vince fucking looked at me in horror when I told him that I usually do that.
Oh, yeah. It's the best. They taste weirdly good when they're burnt to shit.
Yeah, I would argue it tastes just as good as a normal marshmallow. like the golden brown marshmallow, it tastes the fucking same.
I love that charred taste for some fucking reason.
Yeah, it works well with the mellow. But yeah, and also a recent discovery of mine. I don't think I talked about in the podcast. I discovered this the last time I went home though, because we also did s'mores, just like my immediate family. Was they didn't have Hershey milk chocolate, or they only had one of it or something. So they also got a Hershey dark chocolate. And I tried that on this morning. Life changing, honestly. And like at this last campfire or whatever, they got like an actual thing of dark chocolate, and it was like really dark chocolate.
Dark.
Yeah, and that didn't work as well in my opinion. I think it's just the slight touch of dark chocolate that works a little bit better. Yeah, it was delicious.
Dark chocolate on a s'more is good. I also like a Reese's cup.
Yeah, that was one of the things they had that I didn't try, but
it's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm not always in the mood for peanut butter.
Well,
yeah,
there's something wrong with you then.
I guess so.
I tried a moon pie yesterday, which is
I've heard of that.
Yeah, like I'd always seen it places, but I've never tried it. We had them at the gas station for some reason, so I was like, I'll try it. And like I took a couple bites, like this is just a fucking s'more. And it was like on the back, it was like microwave it for 5 to 15 seconds. If you want
5 to 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it got very melty. It was fine, but it was a s'more, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I don't really know too much about those.
I didn't either. Like, I think I saw it on TikTok a little while ago. Somebody was like, "I don't like moon pies, but it says microwave them," and I was like, "I'll try it."
Is it kind of like a Pop-Tart type of deal where like
Kinda.
you
Yeah,
can
that's what
heat it up or not?
Yeah. That's what it reminded. Now that you say that, that's what it reminded me of. The s'mores Pop-Tarts. That's what it tasted.
Oh
like.
yeah.
It tasted more like that than an actual s'more. But s'mores Pop-Tarts are good. So.
Yeah, Pop-Tarts are kind of have their own like league of, you know, their own usage.
Yeah, no. I always did a Pop-Tart cold though. I don't do.
Me too.
Do warm Pop-Tarts.
Every now and then when I'm feeling crazy, I'll do it. But
feeling wacky.
If I'm feeling a little quirky, I'll put my Pop-Tart in the toaster. But no, I'm mostly a cold eater as well.
So anyway,
but yeah.
what's your week?
Yeah, I got brunch on Sunday, and then also my neighbors did their little fireworks show that day as well. They always do that. Won't go into detail because it's possibly not legal in Illinois, but
I may have got rained on last year
by shrapnel. No, we only had little sparklers.
But, sparklers and poppets. That's it.
Yeah.
Smoke bombs.
But did that. That was pretty fun. It was relaxed. Had one of my friends there with me. And then the day after that, my cousins were hosting a little 4th of July, get together, because that actually was the 4th of July. And yeah, it was pretty nice. I drank like 3 bottles of like root beer, like good like IBC stuff. There was also one called like Chicago style or something. I don't know.
You ever had balls?
Is this related to the root beer?
Yeah.
Or?
The brand of root beer called Balls. BAWLS.
What the fuck?
They sell it at Jewel.
I need to look this up. I don't think I have.
It's a cool bottle too. It's like studded.
Paul's root beer. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have had. Is it good?
It's fine.
Oh yeah, it is like studded. What the fuck?
It's not my favorite root beer, but it's fine.
Definitely looks like a hard drink of some sort.
Yeah. It feels nice though.
I'm sure it does. It's a cool bottle. Why the fuck they call themselves Balls?
It's great though.
Yeah.
They sell I think they sell a ginger ale too. It's in like a blue one. Haven't had that, but I was like, I gotta try that at least once.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't had Balls before.
Not that kind at least.
No. But
ranking root beer, go. What's your favorite root beer?
Jesus. Like, are we talking like brand or just
overall? You know?
I don't fucking know the name of all of them. I mean, I would put like IBC first. There's what's the name of that place near us? Is it A&W? I don't think it's A&W.
The restaurant, the A&W root
Is
beer?
it an A&W? I don't know.
I don't know if there's one near us, but
there's one place like near, more towards like Joliet area that I can't think of the fucking name of, but they have really fucking good root beer there. I would actually probably put that on top. If I think of the name, I will let you know. But I would do that, IBC, then probably just like an A&W can or whatever. Then probably Barks after that, I would do. And then Mug at the bottom. I don't know. They all kind of taste the same to me. I would have to taste like one after the other to be like, oh, this one's more root beerier. More root beerier.
I'm a Barks bitch, so that's my
Barks
number one.
bitch, gotcha.
And I like Spreckers. I
think I've had Spreckers. I don't remember.
It's in those big, like, thick glass bottles with like looks like a bird, like a crow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Spreckers, and then like Culver's.
Oh,
Culver's root beer is really good. Yeah. I haven't had it. I only had it one time in like Missouri, but it's called Sarsaparilla.
I tried that
good.
at one point. I think it was good. Like I said, I don't really remember it. I just like root beer. So
yeah, no, root beer is my favorite. People it tastes like medicine. Yeah, and that's why it's good. But yeah, I like A&W's fine. If they don't have Barks, then I'll take an A&W. But Mug, fuck that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only one that I'm like, I don't think I'll ever go out of my way to get Mug. I'll try everything before Mug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so how was
No, you're good. I like the side tangent. Well, the rest of that party was fine too. It was good. They had someone brought like jalapeno poppers.
Ooh.
Those are really fucking good.
I love jalapenos.
I love cream cheese and bacon. So, but yeah, those are pretty good. And then I got to catch up with some family, cousins, and such. One of them it lives in Iowa basically now, so don't get to see her as much. Yeah, did that. Then came back home and kind of did nothing, I guess. I don't know. Didn't really do too much. But I finished up Stranger Things on like Saturday or something. It was really good. We won't get into spoilers.
We should
obviously.
do a spoiler thing. We should talk about it. I feel like we should talk.
Like now, or
Not
or
now,
like
but like
this
after.
episode?
Yeah, like it's been a week.
We can maybe.
We don't have to go in depth or anything.
Yeah, but right now we won't do spoilers.
No.
If we do that, I'll put like a little timestamp. Maybe I'll do like a little voice audio, like skip 10 minutes or some shit like that.
Put like a huge alarm. Like,
these podcasts tend to be a little quiet, so I can definitely do that.
Spoiler alert.
But that was good. I'll say that.
Yeah.
This is. I mean, you said that it's your favorite season since, like, even past like season 1.
Mm-hmm.
I need to rewatch season 1. I think it's been since that season came out since I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely up there with that. It's a really good season. And similar story with The Boys. I finished that last night. The last episode came out for season 3, and it was really good.
Yeah, I finished that this morning too.
Yeah, I still think the first season of that show is the best of it. But season 3 has like episodes that are probably the best in the season, and also moments that are best. It has episodes that are best in the season, episodes that are best in the series, and also moments that are like really stand out.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good, and I think they set up season 4 really well.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
How has your week been?
It's been fine. Worked a lot, 41 hours.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was only supposed to work 40, which is already over what I wanted to work on my availability. But oh well. But I worked 41 because on Saturday my coworker decided she wasn't gonna come in till like 20 minutes after she was supposed to come in, and I already clocked in a few minutes early, so that added like a half an hour onto my 8-hour shifts on Saturday. She walked in like nothing was wrong, and I was like, nope. And then I worked 8 hours again, and then I worked 8 hours on 4th of July. Speaking of 4th of July, another week, another tragedy here. Big ol', what's more American than getting shot at a 4th of July parade?
Yeah.
In Highland Park.
Yeah, that's somewhat near us too. Like I was seeing some people from high school that we were in band with. They were supposed to perform in that parade. They didn't go on yet, but yeah,
good.
Yeah,
scary,
awful, terrifying.
I'm at the point where I just think we should just get rid of the Second Amendment. I don't think we need it. Nobody needs to own a gun. It's ridiculous. Guns are stupid, and I hate them. But that's the country we live in, and that'll never happen. But yeah, rest in peace to the I think 6 people that died.
Yeah.
Lots of injured people as well. But guy got arrested, wasn't shot at all. Which is interesting. But yeah,
he was white, so it's not all that
true.
Interesting.
Yeah. If he was a person of color, he would have been full of bullets. But more American issues.
Probably also wouldn't have shot up a crowd.
True. Also true.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long ass shift. I worked 2 to 10. All these shifts were 2 to 10, but that was the longest shift, and it was also pretty warm because the air conditioning.
Oh yeah, it was fucking
work.
hot this week as well.
Oh yeah. Did get tipped $10 by a customer. He was like, "Hey, you worked on 4th of July. Here you go." And my coworker was there at the time. I only worked like 5 hours by myself that shift, but it's still long enough to make me want to fucking blow my brains out.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Sorry, that's poor timing. And he was like, "Well, I don't know if we're supposed to take this, so you can have it." I was like, "Okay." So I got $20.
Hey, I mean, if someone offers you money,
yeah, I mean, fuck it.
Because like, supposed to say no,
right? I'm working, fucking on a holiday where I could be at home, but, you know. Yeah, and then I worked another 8-hour shift on Tuesday, and then hung out with Mike and our mutual friend and his friend.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. That was part of
an asshole.
I know, my bad.
I got there after work. They were playing Smash Bros. And then we played. Yeah, it was pretty hot. I walked in, it was real hot and steamy. And then
strawberry as well. It smelled like strawberries.
Yes, it did. Then we played the Jax Films Yai game, and that was a bunch of fun.
Yeah.
Well, there was a moment. I was pretty deliriously tired, but I forget what the card was.
The card was like, what is the biggest reality show in America right now, or something like that.
And Mike, what'd you write down?
I just wrote down the word reality.
Yeah.
Which wasn't really all that funny. I was like, I mean, reality, everyone's living it. But someone noticed that. I mean, we had been kind of off the deep end by this point.
We were making jokes about this. But
yeah, we were getting a lot of. I'm trying to decide how I want to lead into this. Someone saw my A and they're like, "Oh, that A looks a little sussy," and then Colin immediately reached over and added to it.
It's kind of it's gonna be backwards for you guys.
Yeah,
but you can tell it's a little Among Us guy.
Yeah, written right into the A.
And that made us laugh for a good
that
long time.
Still makes me laugh.
Yeah.
It's like those fucking Joker like society memes, except it's reality and an Among Us person drawn into the A. Oh my god, it's something about that.
So I helped Mike win that card.
Yeah. No, I definitely wasn't gonna win with that.
It was funny.
Ooh. Man. But
yeah, that was fun. Yeah. We were supposed to get sushi on Wednesday.
Oh my god. For some reason, like, all the sushi places in the area just closed from July 3rd to July 7th.
Yeah.
It was the 6th.
I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah.
But they were closed that whole time. We go over there. It wasn't on their website or anything. And we, on the door, I saw the sign was turned to close, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Maybe they just forgot to turn it. And we got up and was like, we're closed from July 3rd to July 7th. I went,
Yeah, that was like the whole point of that trip, because it's an all-you-can-eat sushi place. I think we've talked about it on the pod before. But it's an all-you-can-eat sushi place, and it's like, what was it, like 15 for lunch?
It's like 16.
$16 for lunch. That's a very good deal for all-you-can-eat sushi. I was hungry.
That's good sushi.
Oh, yeah.
So we went to fucking McAllister's instead, which is good. Had some good lemonade, a good sandwich.
Had some nachos.
Yeah.
Got judged a little bit for getting nachos at a sub place.
But you said they were alright, so.
Yeah, or I guess it's not a sub place, a sandwich place.
Yeah,
but, no, they were good nachos. I'm glad I got them. Hit the spot.
I think the other three of us got the same exact sandwich.
Yeah.
So. Good sandwich, though. It was like a jalapeno turkey crunch or whatever. There's like jalapeno chips on it. Good stuff.
Nice.
But was really hankering for some sushi. I was really craving that.
Me too.
Next time.
Yeah.
I also finished Stranger Things. I didn't. Well, we'll talk about it a little later. But I didn't cry my eyes out like I said I would. I was getting there. I got a little teary a couple of times.
Yeah.
Finished The Boys this morning. Good stuff. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that last week, but I just watched a recap of season 2 because I didn't really want to watch it.
Yeah.
And then
That's fair.
And then I was like, this season's gonna be good, so I started it. I mean, I watched the first like the 6 episodes that were out on a Sunday. So I was like, okay, I'm ready. And now it's over again, and now I'm sad.
Yeah.
Because all the shows I like are coming to an end for the season.
Yeah, I'm normally not watching a lot of TV shows, but I mean, just doing Stranger Things, The Boys, and Better Call Saul in the last few months is crazy. Also, that comes back on Monday, so I'm about to be fucking wilding out.
I'll catch up over the week. No, I won't. I won't do that. I'll catch up at some point.
Yeah. You should try and catch up at least before it ends.
I know. I should.
Like 6 weeks away, I guess.
6 weeks. Okay, I can probably do that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But
forgot to mention also last week that I went to go see the Elvis movie. It was alright. It's pretty good. I still like Rocket Man better, but it's alright. Austin Butler was a good Elvis, and it was weird seeing Tom Hanks play an asshole, but overall, pretty good. They kind of danced around the fact that Priscilla was 14 when her and Elvis started dating, and he was in his mid-20s. But that's to be expected, I guess. They were making an expose on Elvis. They were making an expose on his manager. Yeah. So, sad life for that guy. Yeah. But, and did you know? I mean, I told you this, but I didn't know until a little while ago. I thought it was just like a drug overdose, but like he died because he was so constipated. Because of the drugs he was taking. Yeah.
I mean, I think I did kind of know that. I knew he died on the toilet because a lot of people talk about that. But, yeah.
But, it's a poor guy.
Yeah, it's a shitty way to go.
Sorry. It's fine. Well placed.
Yeah.
Also, dude.
Too soon?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. It was only 40 years ago.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? I just wrote this before coming. Rhett McLaughlin from...
Oh, shit, I forgot to listen to that.
It doesn't come out till next week.
Oh, I thought you said it was this week.
I thought so, too. He said it was this week, but I went to the tweet, and it was like 7:15, so...
Gotcha.
Rhett from Rhett and Link is writing his own solo music about his, like, spiritual deconstruction. He's going by James and the Shame. It's coming out next. I guess the song's coming out next Friday. I thought it was coming out this Friday. I was excited to listen to that, but we'll talk about it next week, I guess.
Yeah, I made a joke that he's copying me with coping mechanism, except with God.
Yeah, it's bad. Time to sue.
Yeah.
We're suing Mike the Snare and Rhett McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brad, we're coming for you next.
Yeah.
Worked a lot. I already said that. And then I listened to the Joe Keery album. Don't know how to say his band name. It's either DJO, Djo, or Joe.
Joe. I kind of like Joe.
Joe. Don't know what it is, but his album 2020. Really solid. Better than I thought that I was expecting. My youngest brother was like, I mean, I already known that he made his own music because it was on TikTok a lot. But he was like, you should listen to this. It's really good. But I don't know how to describe it. And I started listening to it. I was like, oh, this is like right up my fucking alley. Joe Keery's he's got a good voice on him. But it's kind of a mix of like druggy Beatles era with Tame Impala and Cage the Elephant. So
a lot of LSD.
It's very interesting. And it's very good. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I heard, I think, is there one song that's been big off of it? I heard something from it, like, on TikTok, and I was like, oh, that sounds pretty nice. But I didn't actually go and listen to it. But
it's a nice album. I really enjoyed my time with it. I think you would enjoy it, too. Apparently he's got a new album coming out, or another single coming out in September. He just released a single in June, which I listened to as well. It was good.
Nice.
Yeah, I listened to Mercury React 2 as well on the way home from here last week. That was alright.
Yeah.
It was fine. I liked Sharks, like Mike said he liked. But other than that, it was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing popped out, really.
That's fair.
I got to where you said sounded like okay orchestra but better.
Yeah.
And I was
Symphony.
like, okay, yeah, I get it.
Like I wouldn't say I like that song, but like I'm like, well, it's not bad.
Yeah, right.
It could have been way cringier.
Oh yeah. No. But yeah, no, it was just fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I liked Act 1 a little better, to be honest.
That's fair.
But I just like the depressing shit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it gets depressing on here too.
Well,
It's talking a lot about how like a loved one like near him, he like lost them.
Mm-hmm.
There's some like I think there was like one song where he's talking about like it's kind of like Kendrick Lamar's a little bit, where he's talking about how he was on tour while that person wasn't getting better or something like that.
Yeah. On Twitter or Instagram or whatever, I still follow them. And like
I still follow them too.
They were like, the Act 1 was about the loss of a person, and Act 2 was about how you move on from it, how you get better.
Yeah, in ways.
And yeah, I can see that. Like, there's a lot of emotion on Act 1.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot different. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like the screaming and stuff, but I thought it was a very different and very interesting way for them to go. Act 2 was just like more Imagine Dragons.
It's a little more mellow than they usually do, though. But
yeah,
I would say. I mean, there's definitely Imagine Dragons moments.
Oh yeah,
but there's a lot more acoustic cuts than you see on your typical Imagine Dragons album.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I just want to mention also that I became a mini celebrity. I got 24 likes on my album of the year review of this album. But I mean, not just that though. But it was kind of cool because I saw it like on top of my review. Like when I went to it, it was like there's like a purple star on the top that says popular reviews of this week or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I guess I thought that was because of the album, not because of my review itself. And then I like clicked on it yesterday, and I was like, oh shit! I was like actually like kind of featured on like. I mean, you had to scroll down a bit to find me, but I was featured on a front page of like top reviews of the week. I was like.
Look at you. Wow, this shit's kind of blowing up.
Damn. Catch me later, guys. I don't have time for this silly podcast.
You can check out my album.
Yeah. I don't have time for this silly podcast anymore.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
But I'm just realizing it's kind of off topic, but
no, it's okay.
I was like looking at the BrokeN Boys podcast or BrokeN Boys podcast TikTok, and there was somebody that followed the account and then both of our personal accounts.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing part of their name was Noah, so it's my youngest brother.
Gotcha.
It just came to me.
Damn. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the other day he was like, "Do you know who this is?" He just followed all of us. And I was like,
I don't know. We were funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, my week was other than all that, it was fine.
Nice.
Didn't do a whole lot other than work. Just kind of chilled out. I finished my rewatch of season 2 of Stranger Things, which was it's probably my least favorite of the seasons, but it's still a banger.
Yeah.
I pretty much skipped through all of the episode where she goes to Chicago, though.
Yeah, if I were to rewatch the series, I probably would just skip that episode.
Yeah.
The writers even knew that a lot of people didn't like it because it hasn't been brought up since.
Yeah, it kind of got retconned a little bit.
So that makes it almost even more pointless because it just has no meaning.
Like there were a couple mentions of
she turns emo and then you know.
Like I like the look she gets.
Yeah.
But, there were a couple mentions of 8 in the newest season, and maybe she'll come back next season to help with the big bad or whatever. But
I kind of doubt it with the reception the episode got.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But the second season's still good. Sean Astin played Bob. Good, really good performance. Got brutally murdered by some demodogs for no reason.
Damn. Season 2 spoilers.
Sorry. What was that? 2017.
Yeah.
Damn, that's all.
We're gonna spoil next Endgame. I don't fucking remember what Endgame.
5 years ago.
Oh shit. Don't fucking say that. Stop it.
Jesus
I don't want Trench to turn 5 next year.
Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. Yeah, no, we're almost 4 years. Next Monday will be when
Jumpsuit?
When Jumpsuit and Nico and the Niners dropped.
That was so fucking cool.
My God, the best.
If you want to hear us gush about that whole thing, because I'm pretty sure we did.
Top heavy?
Top heavy, yeah. We talk all about the 21 Pilots lore.
Mm-hmm.
But also we talk about just that day and the way they led into that day. Still one of the best marketing moments in music I've been a part of. Like, that was so I've never been so hyped for music in my life. And also, the music was good, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Did you listen to anything this week?
No, I didn't listen to any albums. I listened to Funeral a few more times by Arcade Fire, but I didn't listen to anything new. Yeah.
Then we had a new 1975 drop.
We did.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I liked it quite a bit. It's I wouldn't say I loved it, but like it's interesting. It's a different sound for them. As I mentioned last week in our 1975 artist analysis. That episode's going to become immediately outdated.
Yeah.
Because there's already new stuff. But
new album drops October 14th.
Yeah. So. I forget what it's called. But
being funny in a foreign language.
That's it. Which I think is kind of a cool name. It's a very 1975 album
Oh,
name.
fuck yeah.
Yeah. But it's like 11 tracks long, I think I saw, or something in that area, which is good compared to 22.
Yeah.
But the song itself, it's interesting. It's a lot more like, I don't know how to describe it. I guess somewhat more like folky. Somewhat.
Yeah, it relies a lot less on electronics. Than their usual stuff.
It's like somewhat reminiscent of like an OK Human or something like that. Like it's using like strings and I think brass at one point. There's a saxophone solo, but that's not necessarily new for them.
Extremely mellow, pretty odd.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Really mellow, pretty odd. Yeah. But I really love the sound of the drums on that track. I think the format of it's interesting. Matty Healy's voice sounds interesting as well. I mean, I don't want to get too hyped for it because, you know, People was also the first single on Notes for a Conditional Form. But
what if it's like People was our first taste of Notes on a Conditional Form, and I was like, I hope this is the rest of the stuff for this album.
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of their normal sound, and then this sound, it's gonna be like, okay, I'm excited for this sound, and then it's like
hard rock album. That would
really
low key be kind of funny, yeah. But I think the track is intriguing. I did a little review of it on Album of the Year again, and I kind of put in there, I'm like, honestly, I could see this track either growing or shrinking on me depending on what the rest of the album is.
Yeah.
Like, if the rest of the album is like this but just worse, I'm probably not going to like the song as much.
Yeah.
But if it complements everything else well, I'll obviously, you know, be like, I'll probably like it more. But for now, I'm like, it's intriguing. Like it's a cool sound to go into. It's something that we haven't heard from them yet.
Yeah, no. I've only given it a couple listens, but I like it as well. Like you said, it's a very different sound for them. It's very interesting. I'm interested to see how the album goes. If it's more of the sound, good.
Yeah.
And with an 11-track album, really hoping for minimal to none of those instrumental tracks.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah, that's my unpopular opinion that I like those, but except the way they did it on Notes.
Yeah, like if it's anything like Notes, it's like 5 regular songs and then 6 of those.
6 ambient instrumentals. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Damn it! Fuck you, fucking assholes. I was holding out hope. But you know, maybe.
Yeah.
No, we'll see.
I'm definitely excited for the album now.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in October.
Hell yeah. Also, next week, not only will... What was the other thing I mentioned? Oh, Better Call Saul is going to be happening. Oh, dude, next week's going to be fucking wild for me. Because I have like a whole like birthday trip that I'm going to be doing as well that I'll talk about. And then there's going to be Better Call Saul. And then also Black Midi comes out next Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's going to be crazy.
Damn.
I can't. My friends are lucky that's not coming out beforehand. So otherwise, the whole car ride would be... Yeah. No. I'm excited for that. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. I'm really excited. I feel like there's something dropping in August that I saw. But I completely forgot what it was.
I can't think right now.
Stall.
Stall?
Stall.
Stall is a Minecraft disc from... It's Jay Schlatt's favorite disc. It has a funny sounding flute kazoo thing. It's the color black. Also, shit, I don't fucking know. I have a topic, but I don't want, because I know you're going to be done real soon here.
Panic.
Panic comes up. That's right. Is that the only thing?
I feel like there was something else.
Just Genius keeps track of that shit? I don't even know that.
I didn't either. I just clicked on it. Amused.
Yeah. I may give the Muse a listen. From the singles I have heard, I don't think I'm gonna like it.
Hot milk.
Oh, that's what you were looking for.
No, I don't know. I feel like I was I was forgetting something, but maybe I wasn't. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the next coming months have definitely stuff I'm interested in. I mean, Black Midi next week. Panic, like you said, 1975. Jockstrap also has something in September, I believe it is. So they have their first album coming out.
Holding out hope for a Joji.
That would be great.
Holding out hope for that second half of Give Me Your Shoulders. Guys, give me something good. Opposed
to Trench being some of the best marketing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Give Me Your Shoulders, this whole era has been some of the worst marketing I've ever seen. 'Cause I have no fucking clue what's going on the entire time.
I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
Just give me some good music, boys,
yeah.
please.
I don't know. I guess they've been on tour for a while, but still.
Working on it? Maybe?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
But we'll see what happens with that. Who fucking knows? Yeah. But yeah.
What's your topic? What topic?
I mean, I don't really. It's not like a topic.
Oh, okay.
It's more just like a story, I guess.
Oh.
But yesterday Huh? No, it's not like a story. Whatever. I'm just gonna start talking. Yesterday, there was another channel that I watch, like music related. They were doing a reacting to your music or whatever. I was like, oh shit. It was like a minute in or whatever, and I submitted. It was like $20 for a track, and I put in pedals because I mean a lot of people have been listening to that track and liking that one a lot. And it was on a live stream, and they reacted to it and whatever. And they liked it. They thought it was good. It definitely was my fault, I think, for choosing pedals. And they said they're like, yeah, it's always weird when people do the sadder stuff, especially this late into the stream or whatever. But they gave compliments. Obviously, they're like they really like the voice. Usually slower stuff they don't find as interesting, but they did like it a lot. And they're just like, yeah, it's just kind of the setting, sorry for talking through it or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I get that. I probably should have chosen something more like Can't Stop Thinking About You or Honest maybe or something like that. But they liked it. It was good. The chat seemed to like it as well. They're like, are we about to cry, chat, or whatever? But yeah, they're like, yeah, it's produced well, it's sang well. The keys were really nice. One of them said, okay, I'll take it. Yeah. But yeah, I submitted it at the beginning of the stream, but they were making up ones from earlier streams or something. It was a special scenario that they usually don't go through from last week or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I thought it was going to be earlier in the stream, but it was 3.5 hours in or something. So I was like, whoops. Yeah, but I totally get that. But it was cool though. Shout out to Hiveman. I really like their channel a lot. And when I have another $20 to spare, I'll send in something a little more appropriate.
Yeah. You should do another Brad reaction. See how he feels.
Yeah. Brad is a little more expensive though,
no.
especially because my tracks tend to be more towards the 4-minute range. I think I did the math on that. It's like $45 or something like that for a song, which is doable, but it's yeah, it's especially when I'm not making income right now. But
speaking of Brad, though, you want to check where he's at?
He's probably still doing it because the album itself is 40 minutes. Yeah. So
he's doing a stream right now where he's
where
going
is he at?
Through the tones and I.
Oh my God, he's at 8 resets.
Going through the tones. Look at his fucking face. He's going through the Tones and I album.
Oh
but
my
every
gosh.
$50 he gets sent in, he restarts the whole thing over again. 23 hours to go.
He started 53 minutes ago and he's reset 8 times. This is the sequel to to his. He did a live stream.
Let's just show his face.
You can get his face right there. I did a nice pause on it. But can you see the number when you zoom out?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to like 0.7.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That's just what I normally go to. Just want to make consistency, you know.
Yeah.
But it's the sequel to a stream he did on the weekend. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I think it was.
It was the 4th of July.
It was the 4th. Yeah. He reacted to every AJR project. But every time he hit like $1,000, he would restart the whole thing. And I think the goal was a little high. He got to like 500, and he was on like OK Orchestra, their most recent thing. But someone donated almost $400 and got him to like $999 on stream. He was mid sentence talking, so he was just like. So he had to restart, and that's like long. I think it's like probably like a 5-hour discography at least for AJR.
Yeah. He was going through like the early stuff too.
Yeah, I haven't even listened to that.
He wasn't just starting
shit.
in the living room. He was starting like before that.
Yeah,
which is like god awful, I'm sure.
Yeah. But shout out to him. He found a good way to make money.
Yeah.
Torture himself in the process.
Yeah,
but,
I'm assuming that's how he bought his new computer.
Probably, yeah.
He was posting yesterday. He got a new Mac, like brick ass thing. And
he was talking that the whole setup was at the beginning of this stream. I like watched very briefly, but he said it was like $6,000 or something. So, but I'm guessing part of the money went to that.
Wow, 200 followers even on your Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Didn't mean to like show off.
That's fine. I only have like 30, but
yeah, I'm trying to get more. gotta expose the music.
I'm gonna expose you.
Like, to cancel me or like physically expose me.
I didn't think that far.
Yeah.
Thinking both.
Damn. Cancel me.
One might do the other.
Cancel me for my average dick.
That's generous.
Yeah. Shout out Brad. Welcome to come on whenever you want.
Yeah.
We can listen to Tones and I together.
I might kill myself.
Yeah.
But...
I did listen through that album last year just because that album of the year I was like, I don't have very many negative reviews. What's the most negative album? That's the lowest rated album of last year. I think of the 2020s, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but
which is vast and long. It's been a long 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's almost 2030 already.
I can't believe I'm almost 29 years old.
Can't believe Trench is turning 11 next year.
No! Stop! I can't believe that 21 Pilot's self-titled album is 20 years old.
Can't believe Josh died 6 years ago.
He only has 1 year to live, huh?
Yeah.
2, actually.
No, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, though. Glad that he liked it.
Yeah. Well, it was 2 of them, but...
glad that they liked it.
They did like it. Yeah, and as I was listening more through the stream, I did realize, I was like, this is a little outside the vibe. A lot of them send in, like, I guess the modern,
Hype,
more hype style tracks, but there was like sad indie stuff in there, but it was more like Rex sad indie stuff. Okay. So like guitar and like like little soft drums or whatever in there. So it was a little out of the wheelhouse, but I knew that one of them really likes Phoebe Bridgers a lot, and they both do like the new Black Country New Road album, so that's kind of what I was going off of. But after they said that, I was like, yeah, it kind of did not fit the vibe a little bit. But people liked it though, so I mean that's I guess the good takeaway.
Maybe you had some listens.
Maybe. They did give me good advice for the title. Apparently, it's like industry standard to have the name of the artist first and then the song, and then on all of my things I had it the other way around. And the song then. So I mean, got some advice there.
There you go.
Yeah, but yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about Stranger Things?
Stranger Things? Yeah. Yeah, so we can...
Spoiler warning! Spoiler warning!
I will edit in a little voice clip here saying what time you should skip to
skip to this time.
Well, there's that, but for audio listeners, they need to... So, about right?
Skip to...
An hour 19. Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
There we go. Actually, that's a good way to do it. So whatever I just said from Colin's mouth right there, that's when you should skip to.
I wish we had like, if you were like an advanced editor, if you edit your mouth over mine.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't start doing that.
That's fucking funny.
But yeah, skip to that time. We're going to talk a little bit about Stranger Things, the ending of season 4. So yeah, cool.
Yeah. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I think it's my favorite season. I just rewatched season 1 after the first volume dropped, so I have a more fresh, a more freshly watched with that season, and it's season 1's really good. It's very well paced. It's very good intro to the show, but this season's just like way over the top. Like it's so long. Every episode's like over an hour long. These last few episodes were full movies. Like,
yeah, and these are positive things.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
No,
the way you described it almost sounded like they were negatives.
I love it.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's over the top, so long.
Like it's over the top in a good way.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like it's just like watching a movie every episode. It fucking insane. It's very derivative of like Star Wars this season.
Yeah.
People thought that Vecna was going to be Eleven's dad, and there might be still some time to reveal that, but I don't know. I don't know if that holds much water.
Vecna fucks.
I mean, Henry might have fucked. Terry's her mom. Maybe they banged at Hawkins.
Maybe.
But yeah, that whole that second episode, or the first episode of the second volume, was really good. Like that whole all the stuff with 11 training and stuff, and then like her being like trapped in the Nina kind of place, and then the whole helicopter fucking crash scene.
The helicopter crash was fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I have with that scene is that like they had no urgency to get out of there.
Yeah, right.
I was like, man, the military's taking a while to get back up those stairs.
Yeah. Maybe it was like a lot of flights.
maybe, but it was a really good scene though.
Yeah. No, I kind of thought that she crushed the door as well, but there's a scene in there at the end of the episode where Eleven's like she gets brought out by Papa, and Papa gets shot a couple times. Thank God, fuck that guy. And she like, it's a helicopter with a sniper in it, and she's just like fucking woo with her powers, and she like throws it onto these trucks, and it's this huge like practical explosion.
Yeah,
it's so good. And then Papa dies.
But he releases her collar.
Yeah.
At first, like, because like the way the music cut out there and shit, I thought like something was about to happen to her.
Yeah.
I was like,
like she just gets.
Yeah, her head just explodes. It's the fucking boys
it's
all
the
of a sudden.
boys. Yeah.
Newman.
You fucking god.
Yeah.
You fucking soup.
Yeah. Oh, you got to go. That'd be fucking hilarious. No, it wouldn't, but that's good for a parody idea. Billy the Butcher.
Yeah, and then the Mike and 11 reunion after she escapes was nice, but the second episode, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
So long, so good though. Like 2.5 hours. I kept thinking it was about to end.
Yeah.
But then I'd check the time, and I'd have like an hour and a half left. I'm like, what?
That's the same thing that happened to me. I texted you about it too, because I started it like at like 1 o'clock one night, and I was like, I'll let you know how it goes. And like, it was an hour and a half in. It was right after, I think it was like right around after Eddie's guitar solo ended. Like the way like things were being paced at that moment, and I guess just from the, I don't know, what I was used to with the previous episodes. I was like, oh, I think we're about to wrap up here. And I was like, an hour and a half. Yeah.
Speaking of that guitar solo, though, that was fucking sick.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Master of Puppets. Yeah, you thought that because at the end of the first episode of the second volume, Separate Ways by Worlds Apart.
Yeah.
Separate Ways Worlds Apart.
Yeah, I was
Journey
like,
plays.
I recognize this. Why do I recognize this?
And you were like, was that Master of Puppets? And I was like, no, that was my song of the week a few weeks ago.
I was like, that's it. I was like, I recognize this. I know Master of Puppets is huge. Is this like, I don't know.
I know you want to forget that episode, Mike, but
why do I want to forget that episode?
I don't know. It was a big incident that you had there.
Oh, that was that episode?
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't, because your episode was Sifon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I blocked it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can't even cancel me correctly.
Damn it. I'll get it somehow. But yeah, that guitar solo was sick. Apparently it was mostly Joseph Quinn who plays Eddie doing the guitar by himself.
Oh, nice.
So that was pretty sick. And Master of Puppets got big, like Running Up That Hill did. And there's a lot of people kind of gatekeeping Metallica.
Of course.
Yeah,
that sounds like metalheads, yeah.
Like somebody was like, sorry for all the fake Stranger Things love Metallica. And Metallica, whoever runs the Metallica Twitter was like, it's all good. If they like Master of Puppets, they're bound to find something else by us that they like, so it's all cool. I'm glad they enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Stop gatekeeping.
Metalheads are probably the most gatekeeping music community there is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not real metal. Shit like that.
No, but yeah, that was sick. Eddie died, sadly. I kind of saw it coming.
Yeah.
But it was pretty unnecessary. Like, he didn't really have to die. He was just kind of... If he just kept riding for a little while, the bats would have died anyway. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he just kind of was like, fuck it, I'm going to be a hero. And he gets off his bike, he takes out his shield and his spear. But that scene where he's like holding the shield and all the bats are hitting it and he's just like, ah!
Yeah.
It was really fucking funny for me for some reason. But yeah, I didn't think it would really hit me emotionally, but Dustin really sold it for me.
Oh yeah, the stuff with Dustin, he did great. I mean, Eddie's actor did really well as well, but it kind of was the Dustin factor that was like that definitely hit the feels.
Gaten Matarazzo is a great actor. This season, a lot of the kids shined like they haven't before.
Not as much on the Mike and... Well, Will actually got a few scenes towards the end there, too. That scene with him and his brother in the diner, that's honestly
and in the truck, too. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, in the truck, too, yeah. Yeah, I'd say, honestly, the only kid that didn't really get to show their acting was Mike.
Yeah, Mike was kind of put on the wayside this season for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, Will was as well.
Yeah, the whole California crew was.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like Mike was just kind of like put off to the wayside, and a lot of people started disliking him this season because like he was just kind of a bitch the whole season,
a little bit,
at the beginning of the season at least, to Will, and like the whole getting mad at 11 for hitting Angela with the roller skate was like, and just like, but that scene in the first half of the season where 11's like, from Mike when she's going through the letters between them, that was a good scene.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he did have that scene. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but like the second half, he just kind of... But I guess he did have that... Okay, sorry, I'm all over the place. But he did it when 11 was in like the mind realm or whatever the fuck, and he was just like, you gotta fight 11. He did have that scene as well.
Yeah. But
yeah, he was just kind of put on the wayside, and I hope he gets more like screen time and more acting opportunities next season.
Yeah,
because like I don't know, I liked Mike for the first 3 seasons, and I don't know what happened.
But yeah,
Eddie died, and that was sad. And then the whole Max scene.
Max scene? Oh, Max. They said Mac, like Big Mac.
Yeah, Big Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a big McDonald's scene.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. But the Max scene was good. Yeah.
Yeah. She was like, "I'll be the bait." I was like, "Oh, she's gonna fucking die," and she did. first act.
Yeah, Sadie Sink. I mean, that's definitely the best acting of performance of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, like both that and her. What, episode 7 was it? Or no, episode 4.
It was 4.
Yeah,
Billy.
Both of those, like, it's like, holy shit, she's gonna be doing fantastic things in the
yeah.
future. I can already tell.
I guess being in that Taylor Swift music video did great things for her acting.
Was she?
she was in the All Too Well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The 10-minute version.
Oh shit.
It was like the Sadie Sink was like the playing Taylor kind of
Gotcha.
thing, but
Huh, I didn't know that.
yeah. But yeah, like that scene, the guy who played Jason played a really good fucking asshole. He was the football guy.
Yeah.
But that whole fight scene between Lucas and him, if he hadn't shown up, Max would have been fine. But she got vecned a little bit. She got broken and blinded.
Yeah.
And then died. That was heartbreaking when she fell into Lucas's arms and she was like, I don't want to die.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
And Lucas, call an ambulance.
Yeah, that was.
But not for me. Yeah.
Fucking executes Max.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad he got that scene because I felt like he was a little put to the side a little bit this season as well.
I thought he was he was for a little bit, especially when he was with the football assholes.
Yeah.
Or basketball. Sorry.
He got better stuff in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah,
though.
no, for sure. Yeah, the whole scene where they're talking in the back of the van in this first episode of the second volume, and like he's like, and Max is like, I have a good memory, I can remember. He's like, was I in it? And she was like, that's presumptuous.
Yeah.
That was really sweet.
So presumptuous.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like little King Gizzard ref. For you, King Gizzard.
What do they call their fans? King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards?
Gizzard.
Wizzies?
I don't know. I was trying to think of a fucking pun, but I couldn't. Yeah. It's too long of a name.
Yeah.
But I really, really fucking thought that Steve would die. That's my only criticism. Like, I didn't want Steve to die. But, like, they really hunkered down on, like, who's gonna die? There's gonna be a big body count. And then, like, they didn't kill anybody but Eddie, really. And Jason. And Max.
I don't even count Jason.
No, I don't either. But, like...
that's definitely my biggest gripe with the episode. I love the episode a lot. I think it did really good things. But I really do wish that they did kill off Max. I mean, obviously she did die. She did technically die, and she still technically could die, but it's a TV show. If she's alive, she's gonna stay alive at this point. You know, I do wish I think I respected it more when they did kill her, and then, like, immediately bringing her back by 11, just going, no, and doing something to save her life.
Yeah, she pulled a whole Rise of Skywalker moment.
It felt very Disney Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah.
And I also saw... I saw some meme, like, yesterday or the day before. It was, like, Stranger Things fans when 11 gains the power of friendship and throws her hand out and screams at gobbledygook or something like that. And the gif was just like them go, oh, you know, something like that. It's like that formula is slightly repetitive as well. The whole, you know, like, friendship saves the day a little bit. And holds out her hand and screams.
It's you know, I still enjoy those scenes though.
Yeah,
like when she's like,
I still enjoy it too,
when she's escaping the vines and like Vecna goes flying. I thought that was a pretty cool scene.
Yeah,
but yeah, I get that criticism.
Yeah, and then Eddie, I do like how they handled Eddie's death, and he's probably the favorite of the, you know, new characters introduced in the season that are likable and then die.
Everybody simped over Eddie.
Yeah, he was definitely my favorite of that, but like it's like that was the most predictable death there. Mm-hmm. And someone actually pointed out, and I forget where it was, but they said they think it would have actually been more interesting if he did decide to be a hero and then lived after that. Mm-hmm. And then that would change his character, you know. He would have a whole different arc the next, you know, season, and it would be, you know, less predictable that the new character dies.
I just like, I don't know how that would have worked though. At the same time, it's like, because everybody in the town hated him. Everybody in Hawkins thinks that the whole earthquake was a whole satanic thing.
He'd have to be in hiding or something.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like killing him was maybe the best option, but also kind of just, they could have kept him around.
Yeah.
But there is a theory that, like, because at the beginning of the season when they're playing the D&D scene, there's this whole talk about Vecna's right-hand man, who's a vampire, and who, betrays Vecna and ends up, killing him. And Eddie was mauled by those demobats, so people are like, what if he comes back as, like, a vampire kind of thing? And then, he ends up, killing Vecna or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, that doesn't hold to, a ton of water for me, because Steve was also kind of fucked up by those bats.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with being killed by the bats. If he comes back and he's, a vampire type thing, I'm kind of interested in what they do with that.
Yeah.
But also, it doesn't really follow the whole supernatural aspect.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like vampire is a little not Stranger Things like.
Yeah. If they bring him back somehow, I'm totally down for it. I thought he was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think they really should have just kept Max dead, because that's
definitely the one thing I stay true on is I think she should have died. I kind of liked that more.
That whole fucking heart-wrenching scene with Lucas crying and screaming, and then 11 and the void with them as well was it was perfect, and they could have just left it at that. But because even if she gets brought back after Vecna's dead, she's still gonna be blind.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna be blind and maybe not crippled.
Less broken.
Yeah, I'm sure those bones will heal. Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see.
It'll probably hurt, but that seems like something that'll heal at some point. But
yeah. But
I don't know.
I will say that finishing season 2 yesterday, that whole snowball scene with Max and Lucas dancing, it did get to me after watching the 4th season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like they should have just severed it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's I love Sadie Sink, and she's fucking phenomenal.
Like I said, I think she was the best part of this season.
But
that's why I think it would have been more impactful.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just hope that they don't pull a familial, Billy got possessed and used as a puppet for the Upside Down, so Max will too. Because while that would be good for Lucas's story maybe and 11's story, I just feel like that's a little too unpredictable.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really good. It sets up a really good season 5 final season of the show.
Yeah, and the only other thing that we didn't really mention, and I saw a lot of hate for it, but I honestly didn't mind it for the most part, was the whole Russia subplot.
Yeah, no, I liked it.
I kind of did like the whole Hopper in the prison thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people really didn't like that for whatever reason.
I don't know why. He was a badass.
He was a badass, and I think the the torturous stuff he went through too was I think I was really entertained by his story of getting out. I liked Mikhail, I think his name was. I don't remember. The Russian
Enzo
officer
is what I know him by, but
Enzo. Actually, maybe Mikhail was his son or something.
I know he has a regular Russian name, but I know him as Enzo. So.
Yeah, the Russian guard
that he befriends.
Yeah, I liked him quite a bit.
Yuri was funny.
That was the subplot that I was like, that's where I felt like Joyce and Murray and why can't I think of the other guy's name? Murray and Yuri.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little cartoonish.
Yeah.
I felt like Joyce. I didn't really like her this season.
No, I thought she was great.
I don't know. For something about her was a little off.
I don't know. That whole. I'm glad that Joyce and Hopper got their moment.
Yeah, it felt just their part felt a little silly to me.
That's fair.
A lot of times.
Murray knowing karate was kind of silly, but it was also badass.
Yeah, it's breaking into Russian prison where this guy's getting brutally tortured. Haha, funny airplane crash. It was a little
Yeah. But it was set up to be an 80s action kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. So it just felt like a completely different tone to me, which
fair.
I think is kind of what they were going for, something a little more lighthearted.
But... Yeah. Everything else was so heavy that I feel like they wanted to Yuri is a funny character with a funny voice. Yuri.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought I don't know. I liked that.
I did like their stuff though. Like I saw a lot of hate for all of the Russia stuff, and I did like Hopper's part of the Russia story.
Hopper was so badass. I missed his mustache, but you know, he I mean, and hey, he got fucking ripped too. Like,
yeah, he got ripped for Hellboy, so they had to make it into the show.
I don't even think that's true. Like he was pretty big in Black Widow. So
I think Hellboy came before that. I think it was filmed during Hellboy times.
Was
is
it?
What I saw.
No,
I think
Hellboy came out in like 2018, 2019.
That's what I was seeing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, he looked good, and then Joyce and Hopper got their little kissy moment.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see a little Joyce boobie a little bit.
Joyce boobie.
Yeah. And then Hopper was a fucking badass with a sword in the demo.
Oh yeah, that was so sick.
Apparently, that was the sword that was used in the Conan the Barbarian show and movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Like the actual sword.
Damn.
And he was like, it was heavy as fuck, but it made for a really cool scene.
Yeah.
And then the season ends with the smoke rising out of the earthquake cracks, with like the red lightning, and it starts like snowing. Well, it's like upside down particles, but it looked like snow. And everything's dying. And I didn't notice this until I saw TikTok yesterday, but Eleven's nose was bleeding, but so was Will's. Will's nose was bleeding, so I don't know.
I hope he has a bigger part as well, and a new fucking haircut. And
yeah, me too. It's gonna be the 90s. It's gonna be a time jump. So.
Oh, you think so?
No, they confirmed there's gonna be a time jump.
Damn. So, interesting.
Yeah, which is like to be like some Jedi ass training for for 11.
Yeah, but there's a channel I watch called Pretty Much It. I think you should actually watch their Stranger Things videos. You probably like them quite a bit.
Right.
Oh, did I? No, I'm a lyrical spiritual. They make a comment every fucking season about Will's hair, and for this season they're like, it just gets worse. like give the kid a good fucking haircut.
I know. Like I thought it looked a little better than the big bowl cut, but it wasn't great.
No, I mean I get the reason why they're doing it, because he's a little bit in Arrested Development from not having a proper childhood. But they just fucking yell at the screen each time. Get him a fucking new haircut.
Yeah, I saw a tweet before the second volume came out that was like, Will has to survive. He has to listen to Creep in 1992.
Will escapes Vecna by listening to Radiohead's Creep. That is so fucking funny. I love that.
I don't know if you've seen the picture, but there's the van scene where Will's like, he's projecting onto 11, like to Mike. He's like, "You're the heart. 11 cares about you. You're the best." And then he like turns around to cry, and he's like holding his mouth and he's turning his back to Mike. And there's this picture of like a thumb with like a bowl cut hair on it, and like it was like Mike's perspective. But yeah, Will does need new hair. Yeah, that's one of my
in a better story.
Yes,
like I said, he fucking knocked it out of the park with that car scene. And that scene in the fucking kitchen with his brother.
With Jonathan.
That was one of my complaints of the season as well. Is like I felt like the siblings didn't really feel like siblings at all. Yeah. Like I never felt like Max and Mike were like, oh, what's Mike doing? Like I think she mentioned it at one point in like the last episode.
That might have not felt like it because Max and Mike aren't related, but.
Oh my fucking god! What?
Nancy.
Why the fuck did
Nancy?
Whatever. Nancy and Mike. I felt like they didn't really feel like I didn't feel the sibling bond between them much, except for like that one point when like he runs into like the newspaper thing at the first episode, I think it was. Do you remember that? He like ran in there. He's like, "Do you want to play D&D tonight?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I guess that somewhat felt sibling like, but that was pretty much it.
I mean, to be fair, he was across the country.
I know,
like,
but
they were dealing with their own stuff.
You think he would think something about it though, or something.
He had 11 on the mind.
Yeah, but I wish there was a little more of the Jonathan and Will thing too, because that was such a strong point of season 1 as well. Was how strong their bond and love was.
Yeah, I kind of turned on Jonathan this season too. Jonathan, he befriended Argyle, and Argyle was a great start of the season. He was a great
Argyle,
comedic part.
That was a comedic part that I actually did enjoy quite a bit. It was Argyle.
I thought he was great. But like Jonathan just kind of turned into, a little bitch this season. He lied to Nancy. Their relationship's kind of falling apart, and I was rooting for Stancy again. I want that Steve and Nancy relationship back. I really thought they were gonna kill Steve off because of that whole "I want 6 kids."
Oh yeah.
And you're always there. You were always there, Nancy. You never changed. I was like, they're gonna fucking kill this guy, and I'm gonna cry.
That was another thing from a writer's point. Just like I think that was good that they set it up like that, but they never really gave him like an in peril scene like by himself, which I think would have been more like, oh phew, he got out of there. I mean, the 3 of them obviously were getting strangled for like 30 minutes of the episode.
Right. But they're getting strangled for a long time.
That was another thing. I was like, maybe the scene should happen slightly later.
I don't know. I guess the time frame was all weird. Like, it was all happening within like 10 minutes, I guess.
They were getting. Like I think canonically they were getting strangled for a long time.
I don't know. Maybe Vecna was just being really, he was just doing it in like a sexy way. Like, he was like, I'm not gonna kill you. Maybe this is for fun.
But I do wish Steve got like some sort of like up close with Vecna or something like, oh, is he gonna make it?
But. The people I thought were gonna die. I thought that Murray was gonna die. I thought Steve. It was between like Steve and Eddie, but I was more on the Eddie side. But I thought Steve was gonna die. I thought Robin might die. I thought Lucas or Dustin might die.
I didn't really think any of like the main 4 kids would die. I never really felt, or I guess including 11. But
I kind of felt that. I kind of felt that Steve or Eddie would try to sacrifice themselves for Dustin, but Dustin would like jump in front of it or something like that. Or I thought Lucas would like go out trying to save Max or something like that.
Yeah,
but
it did cross my mind during the whole Lucas and the bully fight that maybe he would give his life for the whole thing. But like, yeah,
I don't know. It was just. I really thought they'd kill more people, which I'm sure they might next season.
They probably will.
Since
there won't be more people afterwards.
Yeah, they'll see the criticism and be like, okay, maybe we should.
Well, that and also it's the final. I was also seeing one thing. It's like, well, you may get some upset fans that like, oh, you're splitting up the group or whatever by killing off their favorite character.
Yeah.
Which that's one thing I've heard from a lot of people from when I talk about Stranger Things is like, oh, who's your favorite character? Because a lot of people like Robin, a lot of people like Steve, a lot of people like basically any of the main cast. You can find someone that's like, that's my favorite character. Yeah. So like, yeah.
I'm a Hopper Steve guy. I love Robin as well.
I do like Robin a lot.
Yeah, her addition in season 3 was like one of the best things the show's done. She's a fucking.
It was a cool storyline for Steve as well. You know, being really into her and then just like, oh,
you're gay.
Never mind.
All right. Cool.
Oh, I fucking hate you. Steve homophobic. Right?
People were like, if they kill Robin, it's homophobic. As a joke, I think.
Yeah.
But like, her trying to get with that redheaded girl from the band, and then seeing her with her boyfriend in that weird fucking
gun shop,
which was really weird. That was a weird scene.
It's the same gun shop from fucking The Boys season 3. There's also a gun shop there.
Yeah. And then like her getting a little moment with her at the end of the season in that little helper area.
Yeah.
Well, that was nice. And
I liked that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Steve looking on them like, oh, usually kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, when the California crew met up with the Hawkins crew, and Jonathan and Nancy run after each other, there was a scene where like Robin was kind of like patting Steve on the back. I was like, oh, yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then also in that like kind of refugee school area, not refugee, but like the helper kind of area.
Med Bay, I guess.
Med Bay. Bogus?
God damn it.
No, that also made me tear up with Dustin talking to Eddie and Cole.
I almost like that scene more than Eddie's death scene.
Yeah.
It would. Gayton did really fucking.
Oh
well
yeah, he was
in that
fucking
scene.
amazing.
I mean, he did great in both scenes, but that one in particular, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, he was that killed me. I was really fucking upset.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dustin's whole limp after he fell through the ceiling into the upside down. It's like, did you get that checked out, or are you just walking with a limp now? Like,
probably just walking with a limp.
Like,
I mean, a lot of other people need medical attention right now.
I guess. Like, you could have gotten the leg checked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that hurt me. Have you seen the original Halloween?
No.
Well,
it's Michael Myers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's when Robin, Steve, and Nancy get out of the vines and they're like throwing the fire at Vecna, and Nancy's shooting the shit out of him. He falls through the window, and after getting shot. And then there's that's a whole Halloween reference where like they go out there to see his body and he's gone. And I was like, hey, I love that reference. But yeah, that was a cool scene as well. But yeah.
One other thing that I felt like mentioning because I thought it was funny. And I don't think this takes away from it. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I was like, oh, that's really accurate. Some of the parts where Vecna's getting like defeated, like most notably like when he's flying backwards, he's like, oh, or whatever. Someone's like, bro, this is just Jim Carrey's The Grinch. And I was like, holy shit, that's really fucking accurate. I was like, he really kind of does seem like that at a couple points.
Kind of, yeah. I can see that.
I don't like I said, I don't think it takes away from it. I was like, that's accurate though.
Yeah, his voice kind of like as well. Like
if you think of his I didn't even put that together. It's just more menacing. It's just Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Into a bottle.
As soon as he goes to his house, he's a fucking weirdo. But that was something that someone mentioned. I was like, yeah, it actually kind of is a little bit like that.
Yeah, no. I mean, a lot of prosthetics will do that to your face.
I guess so. Yeah.
But also the fact that that's all practical, like makeup.
Pretty
on
much,
him,
yeah. Like the moving vines are like the only CGI part.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Apparently the makeup was done by the same guy who did the Green Knight, like the wooden knight.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same makeup artist. Fucking amazing artist, dude.
Yeah.
Shit looks amazing. And I saw a video on TikTok of the guy who plays Vecna doing the voice doing the voiceover for him. And, like, the voice was well done. He did it himself for the most part. There were some After Effects added, but he did well.
I saw an image of Vecna like I guess like between takes or something, he was just going like this or whatever, like sitting down, and all the comments were like, "Damn, I didn't know Vecna was chill like that."
I love it. There's also a behind the scenes photo of him like laughing at something. He's covering his mouth, and like people are making memes out of that as well.
I haven't seen that one.
It's like it looks so fucking silly.
Yeah.
Like him just acting like a normal person and all that makeup. But yeah, like really good performances, really good season. Really excited for 2024, I guess.
I think I saw somebody saying it was 2023.
I saw 2024. David Harbour, who plays Hopper, was like, "You probably won't see it till mid 2024." So, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Fair.
I'm wondering how long the time jump's gonna be. I'm hoping for like a good amount of years.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'll be interesting to see how far down the town has gone.
Yeah, the reason I was surprised when you said time jump is because, like, it kind of feels like it left off in a place where, like, they're going to pick up right back from there and be like, we need to finish this now, sort of thing. But...
me too. Like, I heard time jump, like... when the season started, like there's gonna be a time jump to deal with how the kids are aging in real life.
Yeah. Which I think it definitely is needed.
No, because they're all looking like.
I'm pretty sure Steve is still like underage, isn't he? Or like just 18
he's
or something.
Like 20 or something like that. Maybe 19.
Wasn't he still in high school?
He graduated.
Oh, he did graduate? Yeah. Okay. But still, like, yeah, he's supposed to be 19, 20.
But he's a 30-year-old.
And he looks kind of like a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of that, you know, Euphoria High School.
Yeah. But even Euphoria, like they're all like kind of early mid-20s, so they're
maybe more like Riverdale's more than accurate.
Riverdale
one.
for sure. Yeah. But yeah, really good season, really good show.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yes.
Give it a 9.5 out of 10.
That's probably where I am too, about like a 9 out of 10. Really good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're like way over time now.
Yeah, we are. Damn, I'm gonna have to say skip to 1:19:10.
Sorry. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, sorry for that big old time jump.
I'm just sad that I already named an episode "StraNger Boys."
Yeah, I know.
StraNger Boys Volume 4.
Stranger Boys Season 4 Volume 2.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Yeah, you want to get into the song of the week?
Hell yeah, it is me this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I basically was just listening to Funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Really. Why? Okay. I thought I lost internet, and that was going to be unfortunate. Oh, being by Joe from part of the band. Sorry. Yeah, I've been listening to this a lot, and I've been liking it a lot, and for some reason I keep always, when I'm looking, because like the name of these songs, that's the one complaint I have about this album, is I can never remember what a fucking song is what. But every time I'm looking like, oh, what song is this again? It always seems to be Crown of Love. So I'm gonna go with Crown of Love by Arcade Fire. If you still want me, please forgive me. Crown of Love, Arcade Fire. Yeah, I really like the chorus of that track a lot. I think it's really catchy. It's a lot of this album I've been noticing is like better on repeat listens. Like the first time you listen, you're like, oh, that's cool, and then it's like, oh, I actually really like this. And yeah, the whole like little thing towards the end too, where it picks up a little tempo. It's just a really great track.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. So.
I do too. I listened to Funeral in like April or March, so I haven't listened to it since. But
yeah,
listening to that song, I did recognize it.
Yeah,
and it was a good one. So,
yeah, I really like the violin on that one. Yeah,
Arcade Fire, God, Arcade Fire. I need to listen to We again, but still kind of a.
Yeah, I know I told you to add them to the wheel, but I may honestly just go through their thing anyway, just because I think it's interesting how they've gone. Like their first 3 albums and Album of the Year have really high scores. I think actually their first 4. Do you know what their 4th album is by any chance? Okay, it's okay. But okay, nice. Actually, yeah, you're right on Spotify, so you might be able to find it.
Okay, Fire.
Okay, Fire. Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, it was Funeral, Neon Bible, The Suburbs, and Reflective.
Yeah, all 4 of those have like pretty high scores.
Yeah.
But then the 2 after that just not as much.
Everything Now, I thought it was okay. Like,
yeah.
I re-listened to it when I listened after I watched like a video on them. And I remember and I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good album. Like, there's a song, Creature Comfort is a really fucking solid song. But yeah, I mean, I can see why people don't like it as much. Like the Suburbs and Reflector are kind of hard to one up.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm really enjoying that album, and I probably will check out their other at least highly rated albums. I don't know. I'll see how I feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are you thinking?
All right, I'm gonna go with the song by Joe. Or
by
DJO
Joe.
or DJO or whatever the fuck Joe Keery named his goddamn band. I'm trying to decide between Tentpole Shangri-La and Chateau. Which one sounds more interesting to you?
What was it? Shangri-La,
Tentpole,
Chateau.
Shangri-La or Chateau. Shangri-La or Chateau.
Oh, that's one song.
Yes.
Okay, I thought those were 2 separate ones.
No.
This one has more streams. Let's do that one. Chateau Feel Alright.
Yeah, Chateau Feel Alright by DJO, Joe Keery, the band.
Cool.
Alright, Chateau Feel Alright by DJO, Joe Keery. What'd you think?
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I mentioned that he kind of had a little bit of the Beatles voice to him. It definitely had that sound. And it made me ponder the question, if the Beatles were around today, would they be making lo-fi beats that you can chill and relax to?
Chill and lo-fi beats that you can study to.
Yeah, that you can study to. Would they be on the Anime Girls playlist as she looks out the window?
Hey, maybe. Yeah, I really dig that song. I dig the whole album.
Yeah.
He has a good voice, and I like the guitar work. The reason I said it sounds like Tame Impala is there's a song, I don't know if it's the one after that one or a couple after that, there's like a really there's like a really heavy bass line that kind of reminds me of Tame Impala stuff, like The Less I Know the Better, stuff like that. And yeah, it's just like, it's like nice chill dream pop rock kind of stuff, and I really like it.
Yeah, it's definitely got a vibe to it. It's nice. Yeah. I feel like that's one that if I go to listen to, it's got to be at like 1 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a good vibe.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just really enjoyed that.
Speaking of Tame Impala, I mean, this is completely unrelated, but I just felt like saying it. But I had all my songs on shuffle, and Elephant came on. That's a fucking banger of a song. Elephant is such a good song.
I don't think I've actually ever listened to Elephant.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you listened to that album at all?
No.
I think... No, that's not Inner Speaker. It's the one after that. What the fuck is that album called? Lonerism. A lot of people say that's his best. I think you should. Elephant is a really fucking good song, man.
I know the Wiggles did a cover of it.
The Wiggles did do a cover of Elephant by Tame Impala, yeah.
And then the Kid Leroy brought them on stage in Australia as well.
Well, I know Tame Impala actually... he joined them on stage.
Yeah,
the Wiggles on stage for Fruit Salad.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Kid Leroy was in Australia and he was like,
the
fucking Wiggles!
I did see that as well. Yeah.
It's like, Fruit Salad! Just fucking great. I don't know. It's amazing. I think Tame Impala is on the wheel, but...
Is he? Yeah, well, he has quite a few albums now.
Yeah.
I always forget that he has Inner Speaker as well. I haven't listened to that one. I'm pretty sure that's his first one.
Yeah. I think I tried... I think I started Lonerism at one point, but I never finished it.
It's a little bit different. It's a little less, synth-based, I guess. It's a little more, sounds a little more... like rock. There definitely are still synths in there, but
I love Currents, so
yeah, that's what I mean. Like Currents is very synthy, and the Slow Rush is also pretty synthy. It's a little more like in the rock aspect, I guess, which I think is why some people who really like Lonerism are like, yeah, Currents is okay.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of a different vibe, but yeah, Tame Impala. Yeah.
But, all right,
sweet. Well, if you enjoyed watching, thanks.
Sorry for that, 10-20 minute long Stranger Things combo.
Yeah.
But
it's a little bit of a longer episode. It's okay. I just need to figure out what I want to fucking title it. That's
like I said, Stranger Boys Season 4, Volume 2.
Maybe I will. I
think that's funny. Might get a few less watches, but I think that's a funny title.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes you gotta,
please yourself
before
you
yourself.
please the audience.
Yeah. But if you're listening on streaming services, thank you very much. We enjoy that. We appreciate that.
We enjoy you.
We enjoy your presence, parasocially. And but if you want to check out more stuff from us, you can come over to the YouTube channel where we got links in the description to everything you ever need. We have the Song of the Week playlists where you can find Chateau. Feeling all right?
Feel all right, yeah.
That was close enough.
Close.
Got that.
Didn't say a slur or
I
anything.
know, I didn't say a slur this time. Crown of Love by Arcade Fire. We got individual playlists, but we also got a combined one with all of the stuff as well as our guest artists. A lot of really good stuff in there. Every now and then I just put that thing on shuffle and it's like, damn.
Yeah. We get a lot of guest artists on here. So
Yeah. And then, did I say guest artists?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, we've had the one.
True.
I couldn't make that episode, but our guests in general.
I guess.
Emphasizing the STS. Yeah. We also got a Twitter page and a TikTok page.
TikTok,
Whoa,
baby.
All the funnies that we do on here.
Let's TikTok about it.
Yeah. This is Brett and Link spinoff now. Let's TikTok about that. But we also got
One day.
one day. And then we got, our individual stuff for Colin. He's got his Album of the Year page as well as his Instagram page, where he does album reviews on both of them.
Yep.
Very frequently.
Yes.
And then for me, you need to start getting some more stuff, man. I feel bad every time I start
It's
talking
okay.
about mine.
No, I don't make music. I, unlike you, am not talented. So
That's not true.
I can make people laugh sometimes, but I'm not an artist. So
yeah, but for me, you got links to my Spotify, my Apple Music. You got my Instagram page. I think I put my TikTok in there regularly. I don't. Got my Album of the Year page. Got my YouTube channel, I believe, there as well. Yeah, go stream my music.
Stream his music.
I like my music.
His music. I like his music.
Yeah.
And you should too.
Yeah.
Or you're dead to me.
Oh fuck! You don't want to be dead to Colin either.
Yeah.
Like,
Kurt Cobain thought.
Back in '94.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't listen to Mike's music, so he's.
You had to teach him about real music.
So I shot him with a shotgun, and I blamed it on himself. Allegedly. Nobody caught me.
Yeah, and then blamed it all on Courtney Love.
Yeah, the reason his note didn't look the way it was is because I made her write it.
Yeah, if Colin wrote it, no one would be able to read.
Exactly.
But yeah, we got all that stuff. I believe I hit everything. Appreciate it very much.
Yeah. Love ya. Twitter page.
Love ya. Episode 72 next week.
That's old. That's old. That's an old man or woman or non-binary person.
That's all, folks.
Folks. Fox.
That's all, fucks. There you go.
See ya.
Our fan base is now called the fucks.
Yeah. Fuck you.